Chosen one, congratulations, it is over, and you will never have to walk through that again. This is the moment your soul has been quietly waiting for, even through nights that stretched on and felt as though morning would never arrive. What you endured was real. It reached into places that only heaven fully understands. The pain, the confusion, the silent tears that no one witnessed, none of it was wasted, and none of it went unseen. A genuine shift has taken place. What once pressed down on your heart has been lifted by the steady and gentle hands of God. This is not a temporary relief. It is a true ending, a chapter that was never meant to define your future, now firmly closed. Type Amen if you believe. God is speaking peace into your life right now, and that peace is not fragile or easily undone. It is strong, deeply rooted, and built on something that circumstances cannot reach. You are not standing in the same place you once stood, even if it still feels unfamiliar. Something has changed in the unseen, and that change is already beginning to shape everything around you. The weight you carried has been released. There were moments when you genuinely believed it would never end. Those moments tested you in places that felt impossible to hold together, and yet you kept moving forward even when your strength felt thin, even when the steps were small. That endurance mattered far more than you know. It was seen by the one who never looks away. You did not walk through any of that alone, even during the silences that felt the loudest. If this message is reaching something real inside you, take a moment to like this video. That simple act helps carry these words to someone else who may be sitting in the middle of what you just came through. A new season is beginning now, and it carries a different energy entirely. It is calm, it is steady. It does not carry the chaos that once surrounded your days. This is the result of your patience, your quiet trust, and the faith that refused to completely let go, even when everything felt uncertain. What lies ahead will not mirror what you left behind. God is guiding you into something that reflects healing rather than harm. You are being followed in ways that go far beneath the surface, deeper than what others around you may see. Your heart is being strengthened. Your mind is becoming clearer. Your spirit is finding rest again. You do not need to chase this or force it. It is unfolding naturally because it was already prepared and set aside for you. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is a calm assurance settling over your life, and it is meant to remain. It is not constructed on shifting circumstances, but on something much more solid. God's presence is surrounding you right now in a quiet and powerful way, bringing balance to places that once felt unstable, bringing stillness to what was once in constant motion. You are stepping into a place where your soul can breathe again without bracing for the next difficulty. The lessons you carried through that hard season are not being erased. They are becoming part of your wisdom, shaping how you move forward with clarity and discernment that you did not have before. You are not the same person who entered that season, and that change, even though it was painful to go through, is something worth honoring. Growth took place within you even when it was invisible, even when you could not feel it happening. Now there is room for joy to return, not rushing in all at once, but arriving in small and meaningful moments. Each quiet moment of peace you experience is confirmation that healing is actively working within you. God is rebuilding what was shaken, and He is doing it with care and with purpose. You no longer need to brace yourself for the same kind of pain. That chapter has been closed with intention, and it will not reopen in the same form. What lies ahead is aligned with your peace, your growth, and your wholeness. You are being guided into a life that reflects hope rather than fear. Trust that this ending is real, even while your heart is still adjusting to it. The mind sometimes takes time to accept what the spirit already knows. You are safe in this new place. You are supported in ways you cannot always see. God is keeping you steady as you move forward, not allowing you to be pulled back into what has already been removed. This is your time to rest, to breathe, to begin again without the weight of what once held you down. You are not starting from the same place, and you are not carrying the same burden. You are moving forward with a lighter heart, and that is something to be genuinely grateful for. The peace settling within you is not temporary. It is not the kind that disappears when life becomes complicated again. It is being rooted deeply in your spirit so that it holds steady regardless of what surrounds you. This is how God restores, not only by removing the pain, but by filling the space left behind with something stronger and lasting. Your soul is being given a place to rest without the constant fear of being shaken again. There was a time when your thoughts felt crowded and your heart carried questions that had no clear answers. That heaviness made even ordinary days feel like effort. And yet you kept moving in small ways, in quiet ways, and that movement mattered every single time. God saw every attempt to keep going, even the ones that felt invisible and pointless in the moment. Every step forward was carrying you further out of that place than you realized. Type 1010 if you agree. You are not returning to the patterns that once caused you pain. Those patterns have lost their hold. What once felt like a cycle that never ended has now come to a close, and it will not repeat in the same way. God has stepped into that space and closed the door behind you firmly and with intention. This is not something you need to question. It has been decided with purpose. A quiet strength is rising within you, and it is different from anything you have carried before. It is not the strength of pushing harder or exhausting yourself to keep up. It is a calm and steady strength that comes from knowing you are no longer carrying everything alone. God is holding much of what you once dragged by yourself, and that support is constant even when it is quiet. You may be noticing that your thoughts are becoming clearer, that your emotions do not feel as heavy as they once did. This is the restoration working within you, not dramatic, not sudden, but steady and real. Each day carries a small shift, and those shifts are building into something meaningful. You are being renewed from the inside, and that renewal is changing how you experience everything around you. A new sense of direction is also forming in your life. It may not be fully visible yet, but it is present and it is moving. You are not being left to wonder or figure it all out by yourself. God is placing gentle steps before you, guiding you into a path that brings clarity instead of confusion. Even when you cannot see the full picture, you can begin to trust that it is being shaped carefully for you. The fear that once followed you is losing its grip. It will continue to fade as you move forward, because you are not meant to live in constant worry or tension. That was never what God intended for your life. What you are walking into now is different, and it carries a kind of safety you can begin to rely on. You are allowed to feel calm without expecting the floor to drop out. Type yes to affirm. There is also a healing happening in the places of your heart that were most affected by what you went through. Those areas may have felt broken or worn beyond recovery, but they are not beyond God's reach. He is restoring them with care, bringing back a sense of wholeness you may have thought was permanently lost. This healing is gentle, and it meets you exactly where you are right now, You do not need to rush it or prove that it is happening. It is moving at exactly the right pace. You are also being prepared for something new, something that reflects the growth you have experienced. This preparation does not feel stressful or pressured. It is a natural unfolding, things moving into place in a way that feels right rather than forced. What is coming into your life will match the peace you are growing into. It will not bring the same kind of confusion or difficulty you left behind. A quiet confidence is beginning to rise within you, and it is rooted in something deeper than your current circumstances. It comes from the knowledge that you made it through something genuinely hard, and that you are no longer in that place. This confidence is not loud or aggressive. It is calm, steady, and sure. It allows you to step forward without carrying the same doubts that once made every decision feel impossible. You are not alone in this new season, even when things feel quiet around you. God's presence is constant, and it is moving through your life in ways you may not always notice. There is a form of protection surrounding you, keeping you from drifting back into what has already been removed. You are being led into something designed for your good, something that brings stability and genuine peace. The ending you have experienced is real, and it is final in the way it was meant to be. What you went through served its purpose, even if that purpose was painful and difficult to understand in the middle of it. Now, that purpose has been fulfilled. It is time for something new to begin. As you continue forward, allow yourself to embrace this change without holding back. You are not leaving something good behind. You are stepping away from something that was never meant to stay in your life. What lies ahead is more aligned with who you are becoming, reflecting the healing and growth that have quietly taken root within you. There will be moments when memories return, and that is natural. But those memories no longer hold the same authority over you. They belong to your past, not your present. They do not define you, and you are not bound to repeat them. You are free to move forward with a lighter heart and a steadier mind. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. God is continuing to work in your life even in the quietest moments. A steady grace is surrounding each of your days, guiding you gently forward. You are not being rushed or pushed. You are being led at a pace that allows you to fully receive the peace being given to you. You have come through something significant that matters more than you may fully understand right now. It has shaped you in ways that are only beginning to become visible. It has opened a door to a beginning filled with genuine hope. This is your time to move forward without fear, without hesitation, without the weight of what has already been lifted from you. You are being guided into a life that carries peace, stability, and a quiet joy that grows steadily with time. There was a season when you felt like you had to fight through every single day just to remain standing. That level of effort left you exhausted in ways that were hard to put into words. Yet even in that state, you did not give up, and that quiet determination has carried you to where you are now. What felt like pressure during that time was also forming resilience within you, a resilience that is now becoming clear. You are no longer waking up with the same heaviness pressing on your heart. Something lighter is beginning to take its place, and it is growing more present with each passing day. This is not something you are manufacturing or maintaining by effort. It is unfolding naturally because God has already made the change, and your life is now catching up to it. You are learning to move through your days with a sense of calm that feels unfamiliar but right. That calm is not emptiness, it is healing. It is your heart no longer carrying the burden it once held. You are being given space to breathe again, to think clearly, to feel without being overwhelmed. This is something that was prepared for you, given specifically after everything you endured. Type 222 to claim this blessing. Something is also shifting in how you relate to others. The connections around you are being touched by the peace growing within you. You are no longer drawn toward what drains your energy or pulls you back into discomfort. You are being guided gently, naturally toward what feels steady and genuinely supportive. Your heart is becoming open again, but this time it is not in a way that leaves you exposed to the same pain. It is protected by the wisdom you have gained through everything you walked through. You can care, connect, and trust with a clearer understanding of what is truly healthy for you. That is not a small thing. That is the evidence of real growth. A quiet joy is also returning to your life, arriving in small and simple ways, in a moment of peace that catches you off guard, in a sense of relief that stays longer than expected, in a calm that settles over your day without needing a reason. That joy is not loud or dramatic. It is gentle and steady, and it is designed to keep growing. God is restoring your ability to feel light again, without the constant shadow of fear following behind it. The future opening before you is not built on the same foundation as your past. It is being shaped with intention, with care, and with a deep understanding of exactly what you need to move forward well. You are not being led back into what caused you harm. You are being guided towards something that reflects peace, stability, and a quiet happiness that belongs to you. There will be moments when you pause and fully take in how far you have actually come. Those moments will feel like a kind of quiet miracle, because you will realize that the weight is genuinely gone and the place you are standing is genuinely different. That realization will bring a gratitude that settles into your bones rather than sitting on the surface. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. God is walking with you through this new season, not loudly, not dramatically, but constantly. His presence is woven through every step you take. You are not alone, and you are not being left to work this out by yourself. Silence no longer carries the same unease it once did. Stillness no longer feels like something to escape from. That shift is significant. It means your inner world is healing, and your mind is no longer scanning for the thing that used to cause such concern. God is bringing a quiet groundedness into your thoughts, a steadiness that remains even when life around you is not perfectly smooth. You are also becoming more aware, more tuned in to what genuinely supports your peace and what does not. That awareness is a quiet gift. It is helping you make choices that align with your well-being rather than disrupting it. You are no longer being drawn toward what drains you. You are gravitating toward what is right and balanced, and that is part of the protection God has placed around your life right now. A stability is forming around you that is not conditional. It does not depend on everything going perfectly. It is strong enough to hold even when life brings its ordinary challenges. You are being anchored in a way that allows you to remain steady across different seasons, not rigid, but grounded. And that groundedness is a sign that you are no longer in the same place you once were. Your outlook is also shifting, not because everything outside you has changed, but because something within you has changed. You are beginning to see what is good, what is possible, what is genuinely ahead of you. God is opening your perspective in ways that make hope feel realistic rather than distant. Type 1919 to receive miracles. A quiet gratitude is growing in your heart, not overwhelming, not performed, just real. It comes from recognizing that you made it through something that once felt impossible to survive. It comes from noticing that the burden has been lifted. This gratitude is part of your healing, and it will continue to deepen as time passes and the distance from that difficult season grows. You are not being asked to rush into anything new. This is a time to settle into the peace that has been given to you, to become comfortable in this new rhythm, to trust that the calm you are feeling is not something that will be suddenly taken away. God is allowing you to move at a pace that is right for where you actually are. No pressure, no performance required. And yet quiet progress is happening even in the stillness. You are moving forward even when it feels like you are simply resting. Each small step is carrying you further into a life shaped by balance and genuine stability. You are not standing still. You are growing in a way that is unhurried and lasting. A deeper connection to God is also forming within you, not built on pressure or religious obligation, but on something more personal. A trust that is settling in, an understanding that is becoming clearer. You are beginning to feel that presence more naturally, even in ordinary moments throughout your day. It is guiding you, steadying you, keeping you grounded, and it is becoming a source of strength you can draw from without exhausting yourself. The weight that once defined your days has been lifted. It is not returning in the same form. You are free from what once held you, and that freedom is real and it belongs to you. You can move forward without bracing yourself for the same struggles to come back. This is a new chapter. It is genuinely different from what came before. A sense of readiness is also forming within you, quiet and unforced, but present. You are becoming open to what is ahead. You are releasing your grip on what has already ended. You are allowing yourself to step forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. God is guiding your life with a gentleness that is steady and certain. The chapter that caused you pain has ended. It will not follow you into what comes next. You are free. You are moving forward. And what lies ahead has been shaped with you in mind, with your peace, your healing, and your quiet joy as the foundation. This is your new beginning, and it is already underway.